Hello and welcome back. My name is Ethan Hastings.
And I'm Jackie Dunchie, and this is DAWG News.
The Mediapolis Honor Band has returned and they are preparing for their next concert.
Solo ensemble is important because it's a good opportunity for students to learn how to essentially play on their own. You know, off the top of my head, I don't know school numbers. Typically, we see 7 to 8 different schools at our location. Solo ensemble practices happen during normal lessons, so students will bring in the solo that they're working on, and we practice challenging parts, practice with their accompaniment so that they know how they line up with accompaniment parts. Yeah. Solo ensemble's on, let's see, Saturday, April 7th at L&M. Ratings and everything aren't as big of a focus. Typically we see students getting Division 1s and 2s, so it's a handful of each of those.
The high school choir has some new songs, and solo ensemble is in the near future.
Solo ensemble offers a lot of variety for students to showcase their talents on an instrument or vocally, whereas when they are in rehearsals for choir or for band, we're all just one group, whereas this now gives that student an opportunity, if they are really excelling in music, that chance to showcase their own skills. All right. We have about 30 students in solo ensemble this year, either taking a solo or small groups. Some of them are in multiple groups, so I can think of a couple students who are taking at least 3 or 4 entries, but they're included in that 30. They look pretty much just like a real lesson that they come in for on a regular basis. Only difference is, usually for me, especially altos have to come in with altos or sopranos with sopranos, but this is an opportunity for kids to have a small quartet with one of each part, then they can all come in for a lesson together. And so they look just, like a regular lesson, but the other thing too is they're expected to practice this music outside of that lesson, whereas they don't have that opportunity usually for choir, for example, where we just rehearse in class. They are expected to rehearse outside of class. Solo ensemble this year is Saturday, April 7th, and it's at Louisa Muscatine High School. I think there's about 7 or 8 schools. All right. In the past, we've gotten a lot of superior 1s. We've gotten some 2s, which mean excellent. I don't think we've ever gotten a 4 or a 5, so keep your fingers crossed that that doesn't cross our path.
Thanks for that information. Back to the sports desk with Jordan.
Thanks, Ethan. The Mediapolis soccer team has started practicing, and the seniors are anticipating their first game.
The first game is March 31st, and it's a tournament up at Solon. I'm feeling pretty good about the players and team. I mean, there's still a few things we need to get worked out and just get some stuff figured out and everything.
Most of the sophomores and the juniors are still here, and most of them are still good. Like we got a lot of good ones, and I think that we can really do good with this year with them.
Well, mainly I'm gonna practice a lot on my goalkeeping, because over the years I know we've had a couple over the winter goalie practices, and we haven't done that, so I think we should do that more, but I'm also going to practice at home to improve. Also, I think as a team, I think we just need to work more on talking and communication as well. That was a big thing that we had an issue on last time. But other than that, I feel like we've got a lot of improvement to work on, but we also have a lot of stuff that we do really well. I'm excited for them all, actually, because every game is a chance for us to improve and a chance for us to get better as a team, so I'm excited for it.
In other news, the track team has a great turnout of members, and the coaches are ready for a great season.
I feel like we got a lot of good runners coming back from last year that qualified in a lot of events from state. And we've been working hard lately in practice and since it started, so if we work hard, we'll hopefully achieve our goals that we made at the beginning of the year.
I'd say Jagger Gorley is a pretty outstanding runner. He qualified in 400 and 200 last year and some relays.
Well, hopefully we can make it to the state meet in Drake. Those are mostly the funnest meets, and the district meet, because that's when you got to work the hardest for to go to state. And after that, it'll just be pretty fun.
That concludes sports. Now back to Jackie for a special segment.
Thanks, Jordan, and that's right. We went out to get public opinion on protecting students by arming teachers in schools.
I have a lot of opinions on this one, but I'm going to say this. I never chose a career in which I was required to carry a weapon.
I think it's a good idea. I feel that there should be certain staff. I don't think every staff should be armed.
I didn't go into law enforcement. I didn't choose to be a corrections officer. I don't want to carry a gun to my job. It's just, I'm not somebody who's comfortable with them. I've never actually held one. I don't think I should be the person carrying a gun in a public school.
I would not want to arm a teacher that was not familiar with firearms, that didn't have a strong firearm background. If they were afraid of it, they would be more of a hindrance than a help.
I think it's safe to arm people who are trained to use firearms. So if people have gone through specific training or they have military or police background, those are the people who should be armed. People who are untrained, and I would say that in any workplace, people who are untrained should not be carrying a weapon. I would certainly make the statement that parents trust us every day with their kids, and we get tactical training. All of us are ALICE trained. So if we were to have an active shooter in the building, every teacher in the building has had training to keep kids safe, and the community and parents and our administrators trust us to keep kids safe. So yes, I think we could be trusted to keep kids safe.
That concludes our newscast. I'm Jackie Dunshee.
I'm Ethan Hastings, and we'll see you next time.